Here we go. Here we go. Back with that SKS madness. Please treat me better, please. Please. Por favor. Por favor, let's go. Let's go, por favor. This is better. Okay. So, what could happen is... Could have somebody come in this way, but I would seriously doubt it. Well, I guess not seriously. There's definitely a possible chance that somebody can come this way because they want to go around the back way. Which is what I would normally do, because I tend to avoid FOB, the forward operating base. But... I don't really know what everybody's doing nowadays. At this point, you know? I don't really know. Hopefully, they didn't go to FOB. So I think there's quite a few people on the Blueberry quest. I don't know if they're doing that quest here today, but because if you're somebody who like only plays on weekends, that might be where you are. I don't know. Could be anything at this point. H2O2. Morphine's not bad. Crackers. Amelias. Nothing else. Okay. Oh, there's a pack. No, it's not a pack. Never mind. I thought it was a pack. Hit this already? Nope. Fuel conditioner. Worth a little bit of cash. Syringe. Ooh, I definitely need that. Oh, yes, let's go. Okay, this is good. BS? BP. It's not bad. Let's eat this. Dude, FOB by itself is one full round of loot, huh? Phone just buzzed because I have an alarm and it scared the hell out of me. Interesting, didn't hear any scavs pop up, huh? Very interesting. Keep finding 5.56 suppressors. Like a lot of them. As much as the 5.56 is garbage, it might be viable to just run as like budget kits because everything should be pretty cheap considering how terrible everything is. But you can unload a bunch of ammo and, well, I mean, it's got to kill them eventually, right? Got to kill some baddies eventually. I also realized that baddie is now a completely different term. Like the opposite of what I meant it as just now. Chat, y'all are baddies. Just so you know. Just in case you were wondering. Y'all are baddies. No you. No you. Yeah, you're all baddies. It's very quiet. I don't like how quiet this is. I want to come up here to see if I can grab this guy's sniper rifle. If he hasn't been killed yet. Is there somebody jumping? Or is it? Is that eating? Like how I all of a sudden just didn't hear him anymore.
Служивый, это наша... Нормально.
Just give away my position, you jerk. Where'd you go? That's him right there. that a guy? A tree. It wasn't
Давай,
mine.
давай, давай! Сдохни, тварь! Резься давай, пошел!
Okay. Take
Быстро!
him on for a second.
Давай, мочи!
Divide my cheeks! Not a whole lot of time left. I do need these kills though. Not worth it. This game is so weird. I mean, it's a little broken, but it's really good otherwise. Once they revert a lot of things back and fix the Steam audio, they said they were gonna be working on that. Once they do actually fix that, it'll be pretty good again. It's also the headphones you're wearing too that matters.
You're gonna get a knuckle sandwich!
Oh hey Dan and chat. Dane,
Hello.
5 whole years already?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. 5 whole years, my friend. Big wins in the chat. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Yo, thank you for the 5 years, man. It's a long ass time. It's a lot of support. I appreciate you, dude. Synth and lasers. Hope you're well, man. Hope everything is going swimmingly. David Schwimmeringly. David Schwimmeringly. No da. Nisdin do da. Divide my cheeks. Divide my cheeks. No da. Oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Oh, breathe. So tired. there. Pretty much this is stupid, but what do I care? Just a game, right? Imagine. Imagine if the key was there. Buy my shirt. Yeah, we need a new shirt design. We need a new shirt design. I think with the proper shirt design, we can get some good clothing going. Tease but video game? Video game? Do you play video game? No, I did not play video game. This is my uncle. This is my uncle Red Smack. We hang out in the play Dutch Rudder, yes? Play the Dutch Rudder. Take a sip. Quick sip. Let's go. Clothing design. I bought this shirt and all I got was a stupid shirt. That's what it's gonna say. Bought this shirt and all I got was this stupid shirt. It's gonna have Steve-O with the thumbs up. Come on, ZB, are you up? You are not. Closing design is for the newbies. Closing design is for the winners. Clothing design is for all of us today. On the shoulders it can have Noda. Noda. People, see, this is the thing. I don't necessarily want people always asking you why you have that. Why is it? What is Noda? New Orleans? Damocles? What does that mean? You're like, it's a streamer. It's a streamer. Like, then they're gonna ask you, what's a streamer? And you're gonna like be like, shut up, old man. Fuck that wit. Fuck that wit.
Хуйло ты, бля, а ты хуйло, ты, конец тебе!
Shit, I see him.
Давай, мочи!
Давай мочи!
Вот ты петуха! Вон.
He won't freaking die? I don't really care anymore? Not trying to take on a Terminator scav with a shotgun? That's like one lucky shot and the pellet goes through my brain. Oh, there's somebody behind me too. Divide my cheeks! We did it. I did have someone ask me if I was a streamer because I was wearing Sin's shirt on a plane once. Oh, there you go. At least there's that, you know. And I talked to oh, I didn't even kill him at all. He's still alive. Talked to somebody on the plane just last weekend about streaming and stuff like that. Mostly about YouTubing, because that's what I say, you know? I'm like, so what do you do? I'm a YouTuber. But it's like, it's weird because if they ask to look up your YouTube, it's like, oh, my YouTube account is definitely not something I can live off of. So, do I just say, well, I'm also a streamer. That's where, you know, most of my living is made. And then I have to explain all that, and I'm just like, I don't really want to. You know? I don't really want to deal with all that. Bodybuilding felt like cardio all the time. It just felt like cardio. Cardio and pain. Because, like, from what I understand bodybuilding to be, and the amount of time I've spent with it, and the amount of people I know that are that actually changed from powerlifting to bodybuilding, have turned it into, they're like, yeah, I'm a lot weaker than I used to be being a powerlifter, but I can lift, you know, this amount of weight 100 times without getting tired. And I'm like, I lift twice that amount of weight 3 times and I'm done. But yeah, it's a completely different thing. But I should say, my coach does throw bodybuilding workouts in there every now and then, because there are, especially right now, I'm trying to build my back up. So most of my back exercises are bodybuilding exercises. And that has helped a lot. Hey, what's up, Watershine? How are you? That has helped quite a bit. So I do, because I have a bodybuilding background, my coach was like, oh, well, let's throw some of that in there. That way you know what to do, because for those that don't understand bodybuilding, they think it's just, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you just lift a weight over and over again. The thing is, bodybuilding is so much more mental than it is physical sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say that. That doesn't necessarily make sense. But bodybuilding is using your mind to body connection, mind to muscle connection, to activate very, very specific parts of your body when doing certain exercises, which is what I have to do, which is why he's like, which my coach was like, well, I wouldn't normally give this to anybody, but since you have this background, you can kind of understand it a little bit better. So you have to have this mind to muscle connection when doing certain exercises, or else you're just going to get stronger at the exercise, right? That exercise will just get easier for you because you're learning how to either cheat at it, learning how to get better at the exercise, rather than actually building the body, right? So if you're able to isolate certain places, so like if you're doing like tricep pull downs, a lot of people will sort of quote unquote cheat. Well, they'll use their shoulders and their traps, and they'll be able to use their core a little bit more and certain other things. And then what they'll do is they'll put too much weight on, and that makes it so they're almost forced to cheat in order to get the weight up, versus somebody who is able to make that mind to muscle connection. You know that you cannot do as much weight as that, and you have to isolate that muscle in order to build that muscle, you know? Oh, this is something that I will never be able to use, but I will take it. Okay, so quick explanation for anybody that's new. So what we're in here with is a raid. It starts at about 50 minutes. We have 50 minutes to come in and loot as much as we can. Certain people will be doing tasks. So we'll be dropping in with PMCs, which are player characters, or private military contractors, all at the same time. So PMCs will drop at the same time with us. They'll be in all over designated spawns all over the map. They can do whatever they want once they're in. You can sit in one place. You can run around like a chicken with your head cut off. You can do all kinds of things. And your goal is to get out. But you may have all kinds of different goals. Your goal may be to go up to the weather station and plant a couple of trackers up there. Your goal may be to kill 10 scavs with headshots, or just kill them at all. But the thing is, you don't really know what else is going on inside the raid. It could be anything, anybody doing anything essentially. That's a Ronin. I'm gonna sell this to Fence, and it's gonna make me cry because that's worth 100 grand on the flea market, which is the player-to-player market, and it's probably gonna sell to Fence for about 20 grand. So a lot of people at this point in the wipe, which is a wipe is when, you know, did I hit that? Oh yeah. Wipe is when at the beginning of the quote-unquote a season, it happens about 2 times a year. They wipe everybody's accounts from ground zero to nothing. Then you just get the starting stuff, and you start from the beginning, tasks, everything. Essentially, you do it all differently, and whatever everybody does. Like, that's the beauty of this game, is nobody plays the same way. Well, some people do because they watch Pestily and stuff like that, and they do exactly what he does. But to people like myself, that's an advantage, because either I can do one of 2 things. I can either stay away from the people because I know exactly what they're doing, or I could cut them off with a pass and be like, I know what you're doing. I'm going to meet you over here, and I'm going to cap you in the face. But this is a hardcore game, so it's something to keep in mind that no matter what you do, if you die within that raid, almost nothing you did within that raid mattered. Sometimes quests do and stuff like that, but essentially you lose everything. Everything that you came in with. And when you're doing my challenge, you really lose everything. However, normally if you use all the mechanics in the game in a normal fashion, you can insure things, like I mentioned before. And if you insure it, depending on who you insured it through, and nobody steals it and takes it away out of the raid, you can get it back in the mail. If you insure with like somebody, it takes like, you know, like just over 24 hours, and he keeps it for like 3 days or 3 or 4 days or something like that. Sure, with like therapists, she gets it to you slightly quicker, and then she'll keep it so you don't have to take it out of into your stash for like a week. So you deal with stuff like that, and there's just, this game has grown tremendously ever since its first inception, which myself and Tank Pig used to play. He bought the big EOD version, which is like 170 bucks or something like that, which is the version I have now, but I upgraded to it. But back in the day, when you did that, it came with a free standard edition, which is like 40 bucks now, I think. And that's what I started with. You are at a pretty big disadvantage, but you get to play the game, and it's normal. Like, it's a disadvantage on the start. You eventually are able to build up to everything else. Ooh, that's nice. Whoa, what is happening? How many guns do I have right now? All out of stashes? By the way, what I'm going into, those are called secret. Oh shit. There's a scav over there. Jaeger stashes. Jaeger's one of the traders. He's the hunter that is the absolute worst. His tasks are always like, hang by one of your balls upside down in a tree while shooting this scav in the leg 3 times. Stupid stuff like that. He hides these stashes all over the place. Jaeger Russian for hunter. Ha. Get it? And he's very secretive and very hidey. Oh, there he is. Doing? Is that a PMC? No, it's a scav. He dead? He's dead. Hate this. Now I'm very loud. Come on. Finish reloading. Hurry up. Hurry up. But this game tries to tote as much realism as it possibly can. Oh, I probably shouldn't have shot the guy in that. I forgot I didn't have a helmet. So the gunplay is as real as possible. How the guns work are as real as possible. Everything. They try to. They try their best. They're not perfect, but they try their best. $10 rounds. Should be able to build the 60. Hold on. Alright, at least 55. Alright, that works. Let's go. Some pretty cool Frankenstein guns. You can do, yeah. If it fits somewhere, there's a good chance that you can pop it on the gun. About half PST. Alright. These guys are at the resort too. I don't want to deal with that. Not at all. No, thank you. One day I should play this game. You let me know. I know you're probably off to do some work, but I'm always available. Give you some tips. Play with you. String you along a little bit. It's definitely a game that there's a lot. And I think anybody will tell anybody this game has a lot to learn. And it is punishing as hell. But, as it is punishing, it is also rewarding. It's mostly punishing though. I think I mentioned the game to Hunter yesterday. He was like, "Oh yeah, heard about that. What's that like?" I said, "It's a punch in the balls, but it's a good time." I think that's pretty on the spot. Yeah. Could be anything in here. I don't think I need magnets. How many hours do I have in the game? Encroaching on 2,000. I don't remember how much I have because there are multiple accounts I have spread across. My main account is like 1,700 or something like that. And then with this account and another account. Well, this one I can't track because this is Maul's account, and he's got some good playtime on it too. So I would say roughly around 2,000. Okay, that sniper's dead. Not wearing a diaper helmet. Not doing it. Not doing it. It does this all the time. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo. They do this constantly. Not to mention, like, they do that kind of stuff, and then they also like manufacture their own demand, so that people constantly want it and need it all the time. It's gotta be. I don't know. There's gotta be something else going on because it seems like a lot of Japanese companies do this too. Granted, they're a pretty small country, but still, we've got a lot of people there, a lot of manufacturing there. It's weird because like Sony's doing it right now too, but Sony's worldwide. I mean, so is Nintendo, but Sony, I think, is a little bit more worldwide. There's